Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here because today I am sharing with you my baby wearing baby carrier stash. Now, this stash is, oh my goodness, so many years in the making. I'm gonna lift you up so you can see. So this stash is about 6 years in the making. I started wearing my babies, my first baby, when she was around 4 months old. So we are huge baby wearing fans in this house. And back when she was little, now she's 5 now, but when she was tiny, about 2 years old, I did a video similar to this, and I'm gonna link it in the description box below, but I did a video just like this one, and I shared all of my baby carriers in one video and one picture, and you guys went nuts for it. So I am doing that again now that my second baby girl is 2. She just turned 2. So this is, like I said, a lot of time in the making. I am a collector, so not every person or every mom is gonna have a giant stash this big, but a lot of these are carriers that I've worn with both my girls. So I have a lot of different favorite brands. I started really loving the Tulas. That was my very first baby carrier that I ever tried out, other than like a solid type wrap. And I just fell in love with baby wearing. I fell in love with the closeness that it provides. I fell in love with how easy it is to soothe your baby when they're fussy. And I loved that I could breastfeed in the carriers. I breastfed my first baby for 3 years, and then I am still breastfeeding my 2-year-old with no end in sight. So anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna share with you every single baby carrier in my baby carrier collection, and I'll share a few tips and tricks along the way, but I do have a ton of baby wearing content on my channel, and I'll try to link to all those similar videos in the description box. Now, when I did my original baby carrier stash video, I had a lot of different carriers that you're not gonna see here anymore, and I also have some new ones because I bought and sold and traded and acquired a few, and then I ended up, yeah, like I said, selling some of those. So I didn't keep all of the carriers that were in that previous video. So you're gonna wanna go watch that too if you're curious about those. But my collection has changed quite a bit. I started off very heavy on the structured carriers. I wore Tulas quite often. And then I really expanded my baby wearing knowledge and was able to learn how to wrap. So I ended up, you can see back here, these blanket looking pieces of fabric. Those are all baby wearing wraps, so you can wrap them in different ways. You can do a double hammock carry, a ruck carry, and there's different sizes. I have all kinds of content on my blog with all that information. So anyway, let's get started. So the very first stop on our tour are my Tulas. This is where I started in my baby wearing journey. I wore Tulas all the time. We have some beautiful, let's see, beautiful canvas Tulas here. As you can tell, I really love the floral prints. So those are them. These are all standard size except for this one at the top. That's Julia James, and she is a free to grow. So that's the canvas Tulas in this column here. And then we have these, which are the wrap conversion Tulas. I used to have a lot more of these. I went through them like no other. But I ended up whittling down my collection just to the ones that I really loved, which are Love Sonier, I think is how you say it. It's French, and that's the hearts back there. And then the 2 right here that are rainbowy at the top, those are girasols, and they're just very floppy and soft. I wore both my kids in those, and I just really loved the girasols. I'm gonna mess up my beautiful, but yeah, I really, really love the girasols. They're just so floppy and comfortable. When my youngest doesn't fit in these anymore, I'm gonna be sad because they're just really comfortable. So let me see if I can back you up there. So you have those, and then so that's the girasols, and then my other Tula, the only other one I have is this toddler Tula. Now, this is brand new, and I did an unboxing video for this too, but this is a stewed rhubarb hand woven, and this is from the Tula Signature Collection. So this is a wrap, So one of these, actually it's this wrap, Blackberry Winter by Stewed Rhubarb Handmade. And they took one of those wraps and turned it into a buckle carrier. So that's where this comes from. It's a toddler size. This will fit us for a really long time. It's extremely comfortable. And you can tell the detail on this carrier is just amazing. You can, like, if you look at it, it's woven by hand. Look at that color. It's woven by hand on a loom, and then it becomes that big long piece of fabric, and then they can cut it down to size to make it a wrap size 2 through, or like a ring sling size would be less than a 2, but they measure by meters. So like a typical wrap is 4.6 meters, that's a size 6, and then a ring sling is usually 2 meters or less, and then so the wraps go from 2 to 6 meters depending on what size you get. So anyway, okay, so that's my Tula. And then the last structure carrier that I have in this style, at least, is this is a Solara hand woven, and this also came from a wrap, and it is so beautiful. This is a BABYWEARING style carrier. You can see the label here. And I didn't wear any BABYWEARINGs when Gracie was little. My 5-year-old, I just had never tried them out. But I'm so glad I did. This is backed on brown canvas. It's extremely supportive. I would say I used this one. So anyway, this is the BABYWEARING. It's extremely comfortable. Like I said, I really like the buckle on this. I don't know what they do to the waistband to make it so magical, but it's extremely supportive. So that is Solara. She will probably live here for a really long time because it's very similar to a toddler size. So that means that my little one will fit in it for quite a while. So that is all of that side. Now we have the wraps, and then my new obsession since I had Nora, the Sakura blooms. I have had this wrap the longest out of all of my wraps. I've had this one the longest. This is a Pavo. Now you're going to see a series of Pavo wraps here. Pavo is a machine woven wrap brand. They make beautiful wraps in wonderful neutrals, wonderful colors. But what I really fell in love with about Pavo was their wrap qualities. They just, you know, as you've seen me wear this a ton, this is a Pavo as well. It was woven on a machine, but it feels like it was hand woven, you guys. It's just stunning, and it's just the best. So, okay, Pavo hearts in pink. I wore both my girls in this. I'm gonna try to show you some pictures when I edit this, like of both of them in it, but yeah, I love it. Pavo hearts in gray. And this is Pavo stripes. I have boomeranged this a couple times, so I bought it, sold it, bought it again, sold it, bought it again. It's living here forever. I'll use it as a beach towel. I'm keeping it forever. Pavo stripes. Pavo Otomi. I once fell in love with Otomi, and I actually had this in yellow, white, in this color. I sold yellow and white, but the wrap qualities are to die for. It's super glidey but grippy, and it just holds weight very well. So this is actually one I've never worn, sadly. Cantha Bay gifted this to me. It's a beautiful wrap. I just have so many, but I really like the color on this. Maybe I'll try to wrap with it today. And then this is another Pavo. This is a great toddler ruck carrier. Those are all size 6s. So they're very, like, they're long. Size 6 is a really long wrap. This is a size 3. It's great for rucks. And as you can see, it's gonna be extremely solid. It's extremely, like, supportive. And there's the little Pavo tag. Love the peacock. Okay, so those are my Pavos. And there's a couple more Pavos, and they are neutrals. So once upon a time, I only used machine woven wraps, and I really loved color. Now, all of the wraps that you just saw, most of them I've had them through both kids, and then I really started to fall in love with neutrals once I had my second baby. So I kind of went into a neutral love. Now this is Pavo's Mel, I believe. Mel, yeah, that's how you say it. It's French. But yeah, I love the texture. I fell in love with texture. So I have all of these white wraps from Pavo. This is Pavo Filigree. This is a lacy, it's just gorgeous, you guys. It's a lacy detail. And then Pavo, I don't even know your name. That's how long it's been. But I wore this a lot with Nora, and I still wear her in wraps every so often. But these, you can do lots of cool stuff with woven wraps. They can become blankets, hammocks with your on your table. I'll show you guys a picture of that. But yeah, lots of neutrals. Okay, and then when I had Nora, these are the last of my woven wraps here down in this section. And when I had Nora, I was wearing her a lot in the wraps at home. So I got a couple of wraps that were hand wovens, and I got them in a couple different sizes. So I got a hardiness hand woven. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous material, and it is a size 3, so I used it when she was tiny, and I did some different carries in it. And then this is Mountain Girl hand woven. Both of these are Mountain Girl hand wovens. It's called Fire Flower, and it's so cozy. I love it. That's a size 4, so it's kind of smaller. I can't do like a front wrap cross carry in it. I could when she was small, not anymore. This is a very, very sturdy wrap. I love it for windy days. I love it for snowy days. It's so sturdy and comfortable. And this is also Mountain Girl hand woven, a size 6. And then Stewed Rhubarb Handmade was one of my favorite weavers. Erica is just, she's a doll, and she's so talented, and her gift for like pairing colors together is just quite phenomenal. So I love supporting her. I've owned several of her wraps. I've owned Same Crooked Timber was the colorway. I've owned this one, Blackberry Winter, Barnacles. I'm trying to think of what else. Quite a few. And I really love her work. But this is the one that I have left. I did sell several of those because they're worth a lot. This one retailed for over $1,000, and I've talked about pricing on woven wraps before, but yeah, they're expensive because they are handmade items, but they do last forever, and you could carry your babies. If you have 5 kids, you could carry all 5 kids in that thing, and it would be a workhorse. So, and lastly, my last woven wrap that will probably stay with me forever is called Solara Mustard Seed. I really, really love this wrap. It is just, the brown is just a perfect neutral. I wear this for hikes. It's very supportive. I can do a mean double hammock in this. So yeah, that's her right there. And this is a long wrap as well. Most of my wrap stash are long wraps. You guys, look at this wrap stack. It's crazy. Crazy wrap stack. Okay, so those are my wraps. I want to say, anyway, you tie it, or you could do a ring waist on these, or if it's a half buckle, it'll have a buckle on the waist. This one is so gorgeous. I love this colorway. But yeah, and then you can wrap it like a wrap, like you're doing a front wrap cross carry. So you can cross it in the back, obviously put your baby in. And I'll do a little tutorial for this, but yeah, this is her. She's so gorgeous. So this was handmade into a wrap, hand woven by Erica at Stewed Rhubarb, and then the person that makes these gorgeous carriers, OBIMAMA, she converted it into this type of carrier. So look at that support. It's really, really good. The cross in the back is so good for heavy babies. And they do get heavy as they get older. So that is my only ONBU. I used to have a Tula half buckle and I did sell it. It was very, very comfortable. I can put a picture of me wearing Nora in it. I highly recommend those things. So, all right, I'm gonna show you my slings, and then I'm gonna show you my Sakura Bloom collection. Okay, slings. Number 1, I wore both my girls in this. This is a Tula sling, and I love it. It is just a workhorse. It's made from tencel and cotton. It's amazing. So I used to have a ton of wild bird slings. These are the only ones that have stuck around. Sakura Blooms. So My first Sakura bloom was actually this one. This is just their regular linen. Flax is what it's called, the color. And it's well broken in. It has leather straps, and the Sakuras have a ring waist, which I didn't think I would like, but honestly, they're so good for getting that great fit that you need when you're wearing your baby. So different body types are really good for these. Although I will say the Tulas are great for different body types as well. And same with the Kinder Pack. And I actually still have a Kinder Pack, but I don't know where it's at. So it's like a leopard print. Anyway, there's this strap in the back. You want to get in the carrier? Okay, just a minute, okay? All right.
Come down with a few carrots.
We can bring them down. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and then this is another carrier. This is made from bamboo. It's also a Sakura. It has the ring waist.
Down the carrots.
Okay, we'll bring him down. And this is the ring waist that you see again. All the designs on these are going to be the same. This is called the Scout. Sakura Bloom makes 3 styles of carrier. So the Scout, the ONBU, and the ring sling. I think I'm saying that right. ONBU. Anyway. So I actually did a video on the ONBU, and I compared both the ONBU and the Scout. So I put my baby inside those, and I let you see kind of what my what it looks like to put it on and what the differences are. So I'm gonna try to link that. So anyway, here's my next Scout. It is black. As you guys can see, I fell in love with neutral. So we've got neutral, and this is the Theory collection. This is made from this is called Ode, that's the colorway, and it's made from bamboo. This is made from linen. But again, these are all Scouts. This is a linen Scout. It's called Onyx, and it has no leather. I actually, over time, found that I really liked the no leather on the carriers, because even though you can break it in, I just feel like you got a better fit with the Scout. So I preferred the no leather, but I fell in love with Eyelet. She's backed on flex and has blush on the detailing, and then these rings here. But yeah, check out that. It's just so beautiful. And then I have Clove, which I wore Nora in quite a bit. I love Clove. And it has no leather. I would say I used this one the most. I still do. And then lastly, I have this in 2 types of carriers. This is the Natural, Eyelet Natural, and it's backed on flax linen. And I just loved Eyelet. I feel like it's so boho and chic, but it's really comfortable. I would say this one's a little more supportive than my like 1-layer Scout. I don't know what it is, maybe the type, the way the carrier's put together, I don't know. But I really like this. And then I have this in a sling as well, but I'm not going to show you because this is a long video already. So you guys, I am so thankful that you guys sit here and watch these videos. I really love baby wearing, and I appreciate you letting me share my love for baby wearing with you through these videos and through this content. If you liked this video, please like or subscribe. If you want to see anything similar to the content that you saw today, I talk about vegan eats, I talk about homeschooling, I talk about baby wearing, I talk about motherhood and intentional parenting over on my website and my Instagram, and I plan to do more of that here on YouTube. So let me know what you thought about this in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.